welcome to Snowfix episode 35. I'm Charlie, and this here's Timmy Boy.
Hello there.
And we're going to take you through an extravaganza of snowboarding and skiing
stuff.
Like the Battle of Waterloo snowboarding competition that took place right here in Avoriaz.
A few days ago.
The third episode from Dan Wakeham's Pipelife series.
Yep.
News and feedback and...
But first, right now the sun's come back out and the snow line's creeping away again. So whether you're in like the French resorts or you're in an office in London, whatever, you're probably not getting to see much powder at the moment. That is why we're bringing you this segment from the film Respect, probably the best freeriding film, like skiing film, out this year. And this segment is awesome. It's the Jackson Hole segment, and it's like they're talking you all the way through it. You get a real feel of the season, and every single shot just seems to get sicker and sicker. Check out their website. It's winkingproductions.com. But first of all, check out the footage.
Jackson is at the end of the road. You basically have to mean to come here. You look around and it's breathtaking. Cliff bands everywhere. It's huge and scary. You know, you get to the top and you look around at things and you think you can ski them, and then you go and get on top of it. And that's when you get gripped. And I don't know, you can definitely bite off more than you can chew here. A little bit. To tell you the truth, I got over the edge, and as I was getting in there, I realized how loaded it was. I was in there too far to turn around, really, so I was just pretty scared. I was more like thinking to myself, what am I doing? I knew I could make it through, it just wasn't going to be pretty.
I've been looking at it for a long time, so it feels really good to be done with that one.
Igneous Rocks is an old favorite of mine. I got to ski that in 1999. It was a big winner. That was the first time anyone had ever been in there. Mine clicks into just autopilot. You're standing above the big cliff at the bottom, buddy. And you're going, oh yeah, all the hard part's over. I just got a huck now. And
wow.
There's crazy lines. Most of them have been skied already. And then some of them that, you know, you just look at and they call you, but, you know, maybe not to anyone else.
Been wanting to go up to Jackson for years, and heard they were having a great year in January, so Julie and I decided to go out for a few days and check it out. You come someplace like Jackson you've never seen before, and an air half the size of something you'll do in Utah is twice as scary because you haven't been looking at it all season.
Cliffs here are ridiculous. Everywhere you look, there's awesome cliffs.
The second you flip over, you know, you lose your visual. You're like suspended in time. It's like, why haven't I hit the ground yet?
You could probably fit 3 people on that cliff. And it was awesome because when I was falling, looking down, I could just see Billy in his perfect form. And we both hit, and all of a sudden we were skiing away laughing.
I'm really lucky to be able to ski all these different mountains, all the different places. When I ski back in Verity, I know the terrain very good. I know, like, if it snows, I know exactly where to go. And when you travel and move with friends, you just, like, you come to a resort that you don't really know. I really like this whole kind of discovery.
Everywhere you go, even though they're mountains, they're just so different. It's just such a new experience. Whether you're getting off a lift or, you know, skinning or snowmobiling or, you know, helling, it's just an incredible thing.
And this is how I get it done on that Bailey's and Barnum with that circus. I work this till I cause a short circuit. In
the last, you know, 5 to 10 years, like, this sport has changed in a phenomenal way. You end up skiing and working with a bunch of different athletes. It's been cool to be a part of it, and yeah, I just have a ton of respect for the people that have been able to, you know, take it to a whole new level.
I spent about 3 weeks in Jackson this year. It was great. You know, I got to explore the whole area. Almost every day it snowed for all of January. You know, we wake up in the morning, sit at Graybird, we still go up there and ski a couple feet of power or whatever was on the ground that morning. And then we still had some bluebird days and got some really good shooting in. Cody and I fed off each other a lot. Like, we got along great right away. You know, we both looked up at the same lines all the time. We just kind of changed our aspects a little bit different, so it worked out really well.
No, James is a really good skier. I like skiing with James a lot. Kind of have a lot of the same styles. We're looking at a lot of the same type of lines with double drops, airs. I push him and he pushes me a ton, so only creates for better skiing when we ski together. First time I went up the tram and looked up at Cody Peak, I was pretty stoked because when my mom was 7 months pregnant, my dad and her took a vacation to Jackson Hole and were skiing around and said they looked up at Cody Peak and were truly inspired by it, and they decided to name me after it. I guess it's a lot better than being named after Brokeback Mountain or something.
This one line in Jackson was pretty fun. It was like the little pucker face area. Just maybe 5 turns in space, and the whole thing kind of ripped out on me. Ended up having to point it off this little arrow I was going to do anyway, but just ended up doing way faster, had to double out, and it all worked out good, but it's a little scary for seconds. I guess always should kind of keep your mind on what could happen instead of like, just because it's something that's been skied all the time, expecting it to be fine. Yeah. It's pretty cool showing up in Jackson Hole, like seeing in the videos growing up. So I was really excited to go there and ski to some of the lines I've watched and you know, try to pick new ones out of the same areas. I guess next year they're closing the tram down, so it's good to experience because you know, it might be a few years till they build up a new one.
So respect was pretty wicked, eh?
Yeah, respect to respect.
It's not like all the other ski films. It's just music and riding.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
I like the way they kind of give a bit of mountain tips, pretty much.
It makes it sort of engaging to watch, doesn't it?
Très engaging.
I enjoyed it a lot. Should we do some news?
Let's do some news.
Okay, so the free skiing Scandi superhero, Jon Olsson, he's been over in the States just inventing new tricks.
As you do.
Yeah, as he does. He did that double flip called the kangaroo flip earlier in the year. He's been inventing some new double flips. He's done one called the DJ flip. That's double John, DJ, clever. And it's basically a D-spin 630 to flat spin 630. So that's like a double flip and 1260 spin. Pretty big. And also he's been doing a new switch double flip. He's called it the Hexo flip, which is like a switch rodeo 5 to underflip.
Now, switch rodeo 5 to underflip.
Let me bring in a prop to try and explain this to you. So the
one of your dolls?
Yes, one of my dolls, yeah. The Hexo flip, he's coming in switch and he's coming up to the kicker and basically it's something a bit like that. Do you see the switch? You probably need to slow that down. You
probably need to land on your feet as well.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I would explain exactly what it is like, but I can't actually quite imagine it myself.
I don't imagine he technically knows. He's probably just kind of closing his eyes and hoping for the best.
But he was out there with Matchstick Productions, so hopefully they'll have it all in the films next year and you'll be able to watch that in beautiful slow motion.
Yeah, but they like the slow motion.
They do like the slow motion.
I like the slow motion.
So do I.
So, anyway, okay, let's go on to an update on the TTR, Ticket to Ride, which is of course the big snowboarding event or series of events.
Tour, we'll call it.
It's a tour
yes.
of different events, where the riders have to gain points throughout the year to get crown number one. Top dog.
Ship. Yeah.
So this year, a lot of the events have been cancelled, obviously because of the lack of snow.
Yeah.
The latest is the Xbox Big Day Out. The finals were cancelled because
it wasn't actually lack of snow.
It wasn't lack of snow. It was too much.
Too much snow. Yeah.
Yeah. They were afraid an avalanche was going to go down into the town, which is where the competition was taking place.
So pretty scary
stuff. Good and bad, you know, silver lining thing. But anyway, the next one up is the Oakley Arctic Challenge, and that's already taken place actually. That was the next one up.
Yeah.
So That one wasn't cancelled, and Kevin Pierce won that. He came in first. Now, because so many events have been cancelled, the ones that they do manage to run are really valuable. So Kevin Pierce, who won the Oakley Arctic Challenge, is now number 1 overall.
In the TTR.
In the TTR.
Well done, Kevin.
But at the same event, he kind of got a bit overshadowed by Terje Håkonsen, the legend who managed to break the world record height air out of the quarterpipe with 9.8 metres.
That's massive.
9.8 metres.
That is massive. We've got some videos, so just enjoy this for a moment.
En härlig dag I midten. Terje Håkonsen. Han klar. Han går så forferdelig her. Terje Håkonsen. Har du sett? En backside 360. Jeg husker at jeg skriker her. Hvor høy den nå? Dette historie. Konkurrenten Terje Håkonsen går 10 meter. Der det 10 meter. Og backside backside. Det 10 meter. Det 9,8 meter. 9,8 meter, og der har vi fått ny verdensrekord. Samtlige utøvere og publikum klapper. Det helt fantastisk. Verdensrekord er et faktum. Og vi brøt den her I Midtbakken. Se på dette hoppet. Det helt sinnssykt. 9,8 meter, mine damer og herrer. Dette ny verdensrekord.
So I'll tell you who wouldn't have been quite as keen on that feat of expertise by
Mr. Jack Blove.
Yeah, because he got 9.4 meters out at the same event, so he would have had the new world record. And then Terje came along and went bigger and better. So
went very big,
very
better.
But yeah, it was ace.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tim, tell us about the Battle of Waterloo.
Battle of Waterloo. Okay, 15th of June, 1815. The Duke of Wellington. He had that big battle with Napoleon Bonaparte.
I'm talking about a snowboarding competition. This isn't like History Fix or something.
History Fix? Oh, yeah, sorry, snowboarding, you're right. The Battle of Waterloo, you're right, it's also a snowboarding comp, and it's basically a reenactment. A team of English riders go up against a team of French riders, just here in Avoriaz, and basically, I say it's a reenactment. It's not gone exactly reenacted, because both this year and last year, the French won, as opposed to the historical event.
Not that much of a surprise,
but I went up there, and I took a camera, and I got some good footage, so check it out.
Sit down and shut up. Having some great conversation with the elderly, discussing muffin mixes. This lady got pissed and yelled at me. I let her know that's really not the mood to exude. We can get into something heavy, I'm one bad dude. You don't know me, fogey. I creep slowly from the back. Stop yelling, Wedgie Melvin, stretched up to your neck. It depends on my mood, it all depends. Some diaper humor, pun intended joke for your friends. Listen, lady, you getting sorta crazy tonight. After I feed you and clean you, then we can take it tonight. I'm a rip, vicious renditions cracking your bones. Take some calcium, I'm pouncing, you should've left me alone. Get the full treatment, defeated, blowing you out. Shred to pieces like Captain Crunch does the roof of your mouth. What now? I'm blitzing the senior citizen mold. Stop and stare, break your rocking chair, cause I'm cold. Fogies and geezers.
Geezers and fogies.
Sit down, eat your jello.
It's better than being homeless.
Fogies.
Geezers.
Geezers.
Fogies.
Murder, she wrote.
Me and Janie working at the rest home where your granny stayed. Graveyard shift, baby, time for the penny raid. Anyways, I've been working here a while now, and my dad owns the place, so you know I can wild out. Don't push me, Ethel, just sit and eat your lunch. Just talking back on my shift, they'll get a geezer punch. You think I'm playing with you? Sit your old butt down, and when your kids come around, don't let me catch no frowns. Don't let me catch no frowns. Check the name badge, Granny, you're in my world now. It's 2 a.m., I got a baby wipe in my hand. I gotta use it on a naked 99-year-old man. Before I get done, he lets one cause he's nervous. Aw, Sam, come on, man, I know you did that on purpose. Laugh it up, funny man, till it's time for the get back. I'll take your heart pills and replace them with Tic Tacs.
Fogies and geezers.
Geezers and fogies.
Sit down and watch TV.
It's better than being homeless.
Quincy.
Benson.
Matlock.
Golden Girls.
Barnaby Jones. You old prune, let's play a game of bag tag. Me punching your saggy boobs while you get sad. You droopy old piece of used blubbery flap. It's a party of two, me and you old hag.
Please don't push me down in my nightgown.
Well, how's an overnight trip to the balcony sound?
Sounds cold, wet, damp, and dank.
Here's the form, Norma, you can write a complaint.
Yeah, we heard that little rumor that you spread to the staff. We all took it as humor, all we did was just laugh. You know that Craftmatic bed could probably bend you in half. And I could just forget to even give you a bath. And I could just forget to even give you a bath. And I could just forget to even give you a bath.
Yeah, it's funny, huh?
All I wanted was my persimmon
Yeah, that's it. Cookies. That's all. Yeah, that's what this is over. Cookies.
I don't want
How's it feel
to
now?
go in the closet.
Hi, I'm Dan Wakeham, and welcome to Pipelife.
No. Nike ACG Flow Rider. Tweaking it.
Style isn't necessarily about everyday life and the clothes that you wear. A big part of it comes across in your snowboarding and the tricks that you do. I guess a big part of my style is tweaking. Tweaking is when you grab your board, is styling out the trick. So not just grabbing it and doing a stale grab, it's actually the motion that you put into it. Also, you can get influence in your style from other sports like skateboarding and surfing. One of my favourite tricks to do, which I think is quite stylish, is an alley 360. You ride up the wall like you're going to do a frontside air, but instead of doing a frontside air like that, you kind of spin the opposite way, and then at the very last second you switch it into like a 360, so it's like a late 180 on the end. And I think when that trick's done well, it's really stylish. The judges, they interpret people's styles differently, and they watch you through the training, they watch you through the competition, and hopefully my style is the style that they like. Basically, this is my uniform. When you're out in the mountain, whether it's out and about in town or up on the mountain, like in the half-pipe, you have to be wrapping up warm. And if you get your layering right, you wear these jackets, you put it on and you forget about it.
Visit extreme.com for more Pipe Life.
Time for the mailbag. Shane Zindale from BC in Canada sent us an email about, not last week, but the previous episode.
Yeah.
Remember you decided to show everyone your hot pants?
I
the ones that were intended for
unleashed
Jules
the hot
to wear.
pants on the world. Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah.
Why? What?
Well, apart from scarring, I'm sure several viewers mentally, you've actually managed to scar Shane physically.
Oh God.
I guess he popped a blood vessel in his eye.
What, from seeing my bottom?
It was definitely from that. It wasn't anything else.
God, sorry, Shane.
He even sent in a photo of his eye.
Sorry, Shane.
Look at that.
I feel bad. I'll be careful
You
next
should.
time I unleash the bum. Well, Shane, now then, I must apologise again about the injury, but I have got a cure for you. Now, as you know, Jules is over in Canada doing some heli skiing, the lucky bitch. But she did send us this one picture, and it's basically for you guys. And it's a picture of her in hot pants. Not the Snowfix hot pants, that's still to come.
Hello Kitty hot pants.
Hello Kitty hot pants, but check them out. Do you know what we're going to do? I think we'll just keep that there in the bottom of the screen for the rest of the show. Shall we?
Yeah. You can feel the number of viewers going up the longer that stays
Yeah.
up on the screen.
It's a thing of
How about we
beauty.
just make it a bit bigger?
Oh. It's a thing of beauty. But yeah, that was from Jules. Thanks, Jules. She'll be back soon.
She'll be back next episode. The competition winner for the snowboard guide is Georgina Allen. She sent in a couple of short videos. One of a couple of Burton riders, Romain Demarchi and Danny Davis. They were sessioning like a little jib. Is that the name? That's the name. They were sessioning a jib in New Zealand, and she got some footage of that. And then her friend actually tried out as well. and broke his base plate in the process.
But it's a bloody good effort. He stomped it pretty well.
Yeah, he did well. He's the second rider in
now,
that video.
talking of the book, that was actually, I'm unfortunate to say, the last book that we were going to be giving away. But wait, we're not just going to drop that on you. We've actually got the ultimate competition, right? So this is for this week only. We've gone into association with Animal and Board and Lodge, right? And one lucky viewer is going to get this amazing opportunity to go riding with our very own Johno Verity, Dom Harrington, who you'll have seen on one of Johno's sections, and also Ewan Wallace, who's another pro rider. He looks surprisingly like Leslie, the hot pants dude. And basically, it's from the 18th to the 25th of March in Chamonix. It includes flights, transfers, full board, lift pass, and you get to go riding with those guys. Basically, like, Dom and Ewan will probably give you loads of tips on like improving your freestyle. John will probably tell you how to pull off the sort of headband, blazer, tie and t-shirt combo.
And how to get people to ask you for autographs.
Yeah, so that's where he expertise in. But there's a couple of restrictions, right? You have to be at least an intermediate snowboarder, so be able to link your turns, and you have to be 18 or over. But other than that, you can enter. So right, instead of sending in pictures, this time it's a question. Okay, those 3 riders, Johno Verity, Dom Harrington and Ewan Wallace, you've got to tell us who is the current British halfpipe champion, okay? Now all the details about this competition is on a post on the website, so that's extreme.com/snowfix. Go on there and you find out all the details of how to enter, and it's a really cool comp, man. This is a holiday riding with pros, so it's well worth checking out. And also, while you're on the site, you know, send us your feedback, your comments.
Yeah, you might as well. You're there anyway.
Keep the emails coming in. snowfix@negativegravity.co.uk.
Yep.
A little bit of news about.
Yes. So next week, there's not going to be a Snowfix next week. We're going to be in the Brits in Lax in Switzerland, doing some filming, doing some riding. We're taking a week off, but
yeah, we're going to come back with a bigger, fatter episode, better than ever. Jules and John will be back.
There's a lot of pressure now.
Booker! But other than that, check out what's on Extreme this week, and we'll see you in a fortnight.
Au revoir.
Okay, so we were talking about the Ticket to Ride tour earlier on in the show. It's the brainchild of the legendary Terje Håkonsen and definitely the highlight of the snowboarding calendar. Well, the Extreme channel are already showing highlights from this season's events. You'll be able to check them out on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7:30 PM.